I'm Dulaj Hesara. I'm 19 years old and I'm from Galle. I used to go to Mahinda College, Galle, and then after O-levels, I switched, not schools, basically I went to ACBT, and then I didn't do anything there. I just did a foundation course there, and then after that, I came back to Galle. And then that's when I started my combat sports journey. First, I started with my drama. Everything started when I started drama. So at that circle, there was this guy called Charit and Sihara. Sihara was abroad, but Charit came down and we both were talking and we bonded a lot, and then we started going to the gym and everything. And then this guy one day came up to me and was like, bro, there's this thing called UFC, and then do you want to try and maybe spar with me? I had no idea on MMA or any other wrestling was there, WWE. But then again, UFC, it was something new to me. So what I said was, yeah, sure, let's go ahead. So we went back to the end of the hall, and then we were like, okay, tell me what are we going to do? We didn't have gloves or anything, so he was like, so don't hit the face, don't kick the face, go for body shots, you can kick anywhere you want other than the face. We were like, okay. I couldn't even lift my leg to kick him, but I tried doing my best. So it landed some punches, got hit. I got my wrist sprained as well. And then after that, I just fell in love with that game. Then what I did was, and then Sihara came down from Mossy. He brought some gloves and all, and then we sparred properly, hitting face. Kicks, we didn't do much because we were doing boxing. Even though we were watching MMA, we did boxing. So that's how that started, and then I wanted to, get more into this and get to know how to fight and all. So what I did was I asked one of my local gyms in Galle called Dragon Muay Thai, and they gave me the times and everything. So I went. I met Crew Chaminda, and from there I trained there for 1.5 months, and then he asked me whether I want to fight amateurs, WBC amateurs. I said sure, let's do it. And then I fought. I lost my first fight, and then after that he was like, that's fine, you get ready for another fight, boxing. I was from Galle, I represented Galle. Then in that fight I trained with Crew Chaminda, and then as well, while I was training with Chaminda, I was doing some extra sessions with Chamudita, who was my friend and my training partner back then. And then in that fight, I got a bit of an idea of how to fight, and then I fought well. I believe I fought well. I mean, at that time. Then again, I won the fight, and then after that, I moved to Colombo. So I joined SLIIT. So even though I say SLIIT, basically it's William English, it's two different things completely. And then, so after I joined it, I joined SLIIT. I met Coach Kaz from SLIIT MMA, and then there I met Disaru, Teminda, and everyone. And then this guy Teminda was like, "Malli, what fight night gahan puluwan me fight night tiyanawa gahanada?" I was like, "Oh man, gahanawa, man gahanna ona me kohomada man coach ta kiyanne?" And then he told coach that I want to fight Fight 9, and he told coach that he can fight, and then I just went like that, and then I started training. Coach asked me for my daily training that I do. And I trained, but I didn't train properly because actually I trained properly, but I had an ego back then. So I did what I wanted sometimes. I did so basically I trained my cardio more than my skills and stuff. So that fight I lost. And after that fight I didn't compete for another, say, good 5 months. And then coach was like, Muay Thai nationals are coming, and then we had some fighters, me, Disuru, and then some more fighters from Natural MMA as well, coaches club. And then we were all training some days at SLIIT, some days at Natural MMA. And then after the training, so I got ready. I was like, okay, I feel ready. I'm going to win this. We fought. So January 4th, I think, I can't really remember. So that time came, and then I fought. I got silver medal. My friend got silver medal as well. And then after that fight, I was happy I got silver, but underneath, like deep down, I had this feeling I needed gold, but I can't do it again. So what I did was I kept on training, and then after 3-4 months, coach was like, be ready to fight in Unleash 1, but it's not sure because I was working at that time at Jetwing. So he was like, not sure, so you just be ready, train hard, just keep in touch. So I trained, but not properly, and then one of the fighters pulled out. And then our fighter got injured, so we had to put a replacement fighter. Then I had to, go to training on another day. I missed my work, so I got scolded for that as well. And then that day, coach selected between me and another fighter called Dhanush. So we both were good friends. We are still good friends, and then good training partners as well. And then we had to fight each other to get that spot. So we fought, and then that one I won. So coach was like, okay, get ready to fight. That was with 5 days of notice, 5 or 6 days, or maybe 6 or 7 days of notice. And then so I got the fight, and then I fought Nipun Silva on Unleash 1. And then that fight, even though it was 6 to 7 days of notice, I won in the second round, TKO. And then after that, I was like, yeah, maybe I should train properly. I don't know, maybe, train every day. And then I was like, coach, I'll train every day. Let's see what fights I can get. And then I kept on training, and then my job, the contract period was over. So I was like, okay, let me take a quick break. I told my dad, I was like, Tati, 2 months, 3 months, I'm put that break no wedding. I was training. So while I was taking that break, I was training full time. And then coach was like, Road to Unleash is coming, and then you have an opponent, Madesh. This guy has been training before me as well. So I was chutak nervous, but then I was training, so I knew my skills and everything. I trust myself. Then he pulled out. So when he pulled out, I was quite skeptical because I was getting ready for him. And then when I got the news that he pulled out, I was like, okay, who am I going to fight next? And coach was like, Muad Khader from Glory. So this guy, that year, while I was not fighting, he fought WBC amateurs and got gold. And then, so that was a big challenge for me because he was in the same level as me. And then what I did was, I was nervous at first, but then while I was training, coach was like telling me stuff and then everything. Then I got my game plan and everything, and then I got ready, and then the fight night came. I locked in, I fought first round KO, and then that's when I knew that if I train hard and have faith, believe in God, God's there for me, believe everything, and then just train hard, I can win. So right after that fight, I got another fight after 1 month. After 1 month, I got another fight, November 1st. That was not MMA, that was kickboxing. That completely new for me. So,
can you know which year?
Same year, 2025. Sorry. So it was in the same year. So after Unleash, Road to Unleash, it was the same year after a month. So that was November 1st, CBJ. And in that I fought against Johan Fernando. I don't know where he's from, and I didn't know much about him. But then again, I trained. I was training like a Muay Thai fighter because I didn't know much about kickboxing. So basically in kickboxing, you can't take him to the clinch and everything. So those were new. So, and then you can't do sweeps and everything. Those were new for me, but then again, coach trained me. Coach Cass trained me well. Then in that one as well, first round KO. And yeah, and same year, 2025, I was planning to take a small break because I was fighting the whole year. And then while I was having my break, say November 21st, 24th-ish, coach was like, Dulaj, I think we might need to put you to a fight because one of our guys got injured. I was like, okay coach, I'll do it, just let me know. And then the next day he was like, you're going to fight. And then I thought it was going to be a normal fight, but I got to know that I'm fighting the main event against a Pakistani guy. The Pakistani opponent was, he's been training for a couple of years, been I think 12 somewhat, and has 5 wins, 2 of which title defenses in Pakistan. So me, I just fought 1 year, but I knew I had the skill set to win. But then again, that was a challenge, and yeah, and then everyone was telling me this guy is a professional fighter, he's been fighting a lot, and then he's a coach as well. And right before my fight, he won a BJJ competition and came down to Sri Lanka to fight me. And then I was like, oh, this guy's really good. I was like, shit. But the last week, I felt that I'm going to win because and then we didn't have a gym at that time as well. So we trained at my garage at my house. And then those were some good memories, right? And then it was the garage and then coconut, lots of memories. And yeah, so that's why I got ready in my garage. I don't have anyone in mind to fight in Sri Lanka and internationally as well. So basically, whoever comes, I'll fight. Whoever it is, even if it's King Kong, if he makes weight, I'll fight him. That's how I'm fighting. And then asking, leagues that I would like to fight. In Sri Lanka, I'm fighting in Unleashed, and I would love to fight in KFL as well. And then internationally, I'm planning to go for UFC, Road to UFC, APFC, One Championship, every league I want to go. So I know I can't go to every league, but most of the leagues I want to go. I'm gonna fight most of the leagues. Cage Warriors, yeah. My parents, so basically my dada, he's very supportive. He was very skeptical at first, but when I won my nationals, Muay Thai nationals, he was very supportive. He bought me all the gear I needed, all the supplements I need, everything he got me. Even now, before the fights and everything, in the fight camp, he gives me the proper nutrition, the proper supplements, everything. He takes good care of me. And then my relatives, talking about my relatives. So some of them are quite skeptical still, but others, they're like very proud and then very happy about what I'm doing. And then some, in Sri Lankan household, they say, well, don't do combat sports, there's no future in that. There are people who say that, but then again, there is a future. If you train hard, if you train properly, if you are consistent at something, anything, even if it's any job, even if it's car racing, if you are consistent and if you keep on training, you can win that as well. That's what I'm saying. Doesn't matter what you do, if you put your heart into it, you can achieve it. If you talk about nutrition, mainly my coach takes care of my nutrition. So he tells me what to eat, what not to eat, and then the supplements, everything, then the vitamins, everything. And then the weight class I'm fighting is at bantamweight, so that's 62, 65. So I started at 57, so I had to gain a lot of weight. For the last fight, I was at 60, so last November, I was fighting at 61. And then in the December fight, I had to gain weight, so I gained 5 kgs more. So I had to get up to 65 to fight Amanullah from Pakistan. And now my weight is 65 because I've been maintaining the weight. So right now I'm maintaining the weight. So basically what I have to do is keep on eating the same meals and then keep on training like I used to train. So what I'll be doing in the future is I'll be training hard like usual, and then hopefully get into foreign leagues as well. So, and then get sponsorships, keep the grind going.